Hello dear students, I am Dr. Amrapali Roy and welcome to this exciting session by Sojanya International Educational Foundation. Ever thought how an ant, a lion or even you get the energy to move, grow and survive? It all starts from one simple process, nutrition. This educational journey has been profoundly shaped by the guidance of my mother and teacher, Srimati Snehlata ji, whose vision has made this mission possible. Her dedication to education and nurturing young minds drives our goal of making learning accessible and enjoyable for all students. So grab your notebook, stay curious, and let's start the animal nutrition. Introduction. Let's start our journey into the fascinating world of animals and their food habits. Unlike plants, animals can't make their own food. They rely on plants or other animals to get the nutrients they need. This process is called nutrition, where food is taken in and used for energy, growth, and repair. Components of food. Before we study in detail, let's quickly recall the components of food. Carbohydrates give us energy. Proteins helps us grow and repair. Fats store energy and vitamins and minerals keep us healthy. Don't forget water and dietary fiber, both are essential. Modes of feeding. Different animals eat different kinds of food and in different ways. For example, snails scrape, ants chew, eagles capture and swallow, while hummingbirds suck nectar. Steps of nutrition. There are 5 key steps in animal nutrition: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. Remember these, they are like steps in a food factory. Human digestive organs. In humans, food travels through a long path from the mouth to esophagus, then to the stomach, small and large intestines, and finally out through the anus. Glands of the alimentary canal. Various glands help with digestion. In mouth, the salivary glands break down starch. Salivary glands, parotid, submandibular and sublingual, secrete saliva containing enzymes like amylase to start breaking down carbohydrates and lubricate food. The liver, located in the right abdomen, produces bile to emulsify fats and process nutrients. The pancreas behind the stomach releases enzymes for digestion and insulin to control blood sugar. Inside the stomach, gastric glands secrete gastric juice with hydrochloric acid and pepsin to digest proteins. Finally, the intestinal glands in the small intestine release enzymes and mucus for digestion and protection. The mouth and the buccal cavity. The mouth does more than just chewing. With help from the tongue, teeth and salivary glands, digestion actually begins here. Tooth decay and choking. Tooth decay happens when bacteria break down leftover sugars, producing acids that damage teeth, causing pain and even tooth loss. Chocolates, sweets and soft drinks are major culprits. Prevent it by brushing, flossing, rinsing after every meal. Choking occurs when food accidentally enters the windpipe instead of food pipe. Normally, the epiglottis closes the windpipe during swallowing, but talking, laughing, or rushing while eating can cause choking, coughing, or hiccups. Humans have 2 sets of teeth: deciduous teeth, also called milk teeth, and permanent teeth. We are heterodont, meaning we have different types of teeth, and diphodont, meaning we have 2 sets in a lifetime. Deciduous teeth are total 20 in number, appear between 6 months and 3 years and are replaced by permanent teeth around 6 years onward. Permanent teeth are total 32 in number and include premolars and wisdom teeth, helping in cutting, tearing and grinding food. Permanent teeth are of 4 types: incisors, 8 in number, used for cutting and slicing; canines, 4 for tearing and piercing; premolars, 8 for crushing and grinding; molars, 12 for chewing and grinding food. Tongue and taste. The tongue is soft, muscular organ attached to the back of the mouth. It helps mix food with saliva, assists in swallowing, speaking clearly, and tasting food through taste buds. Taste buds detect sweet, sour, salty, and bitter flavors. Good oral hygiene is important to keep the tongue and mouth healthy. Activity. Effect of saliva. In this activity, we take 2 test tubes. Tube A has a plain boiled rice and tube B has chewed boiled rice. We add water and iodine to both. Tube A turns blue-black, showing starch is present. Tube B shows no color change, meaning starch has been broken down. This proves that saliva contains amylase, which breaks starch into sugar. Your taste buds are amazing. They can recognize 5 distinct tastes. Can you name your favorite one? Food journey from mouth to small intestine. The journey of food starts in the esophagus, also known as food pipe. It carries food from the mouth to stomach using peristalsis, a wave-like muscle movement that pushes food down. Once the food reaches the stomach, it's mixed with digestive juices. These juices include hydrochloric acid, which kills germs and make the food acidic; pepsin, which helps break down proteins; mucus, which protects the stomach lining from the harsh digestive environment; small intestine, digestion and absorption. The small intestine is about 7.5 meters long and highly coiled. It receives juices from the liver, which makes bile for fat digestion, the gallbladder, which stores bile, the pancreas, which secretes juices to help digest carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. The walls of the small intestine also secrete digestive juices. Inside there are villi, tiny finger-like structures that increase surface area and absorb nutrients into the bloodstream. This process is called assimilation, where the nutrients are transported to different parts of the body for use. Any undigested food then moves on to large intestine. The final step, large intestine. The large intestine is wider but shorter. Its main job is to absorb water from the leftover food, turning waste into solid. Finally, waste leaves the body through the anus during digestion. Remember, your digestive system is like a food processing machine, breaking down food and using nutrients to keep you strong. Digestion in grass-eating animals, ruminants. In animals like cows, buffalo, and goat, digestion is a bit special. These animals, called ruminants, eat grass which contains cellulose that is hard to digest by human beings. Ruminants have a special stomach with 4 parts, including the rumen. Here's how it works. Grass is swallowed and stored in the rumen. In the rumen, bacteria breaks down the cellulose. The animal then brings the food back into the mouth to chew it again, a process called rumination. The food then moves through the rest of the stomach and into the intestine for digestion and absorption. Ruminants are also called cud-chewing animals because of this process. Feeding and digestion in amoeba. Now, let's look at the amoeba, a tiny single-celled organism. Here is how it eats and digests. The amoeba senses food nearby. It forms pseudopodia, that is, false feet, to surround and trap the food. The food is enclosed in a food vacuole where digestive enzymes break it down. Nutrients are absorbed into the cell and any undigested waste is expelled out. Amoeba doesn't have mouth or stomach. The whole body is involved in digestion. Spellings. Here are some important spellings to remember. Write them down minimum 5 times and spell them loudly while writing. Some important diagrams. Let's look at some important diagrams you need to remember and draw. First, the human digestive system showing the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine, tracing the full path of food. Second, the teeth arrangement diagram highlighting different types of teeth, incisors for cutting, canines for tearing, premolars and molars for grinding. Then the tongue and taste buds showing different regions that detect sweet, sour, salty and bitter tastes. Moving on, the structure of ruminant stomach divided into 4 compartments: rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum, specialized for digesting plant material. Next is the feeding and digestion in amoeba, where the amoeba uses pseudopodia to capture food and forms a food vacuole for digestion. Make sure to practice drawing and labeling these diagrams carefully. Pause and check MCQs and true and false. Let's test your memory. Pause the video and try these questions. Then check your answers with me. Short and long questions. Practice writing these answers in your notebook. It will help you remember better. You can also comment below if you want answers to NCERT questions. Solutions are also given. You can check after the questions, solutions are given. Great job today. Remember to read your NCERT book, ask questions and practice regularly. Drop your doubts or questions in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for the next chapter.